In the procedure of radiotherapy, the spirometric control of breathing requires a preparation phase. The patient is welcome and receives technical explanations on the operation of the spirometer, on the use of a mouthpiece, a bacterial filter and a nose clip. One shows also the video glasses, the justification of which one supplements thereafter. The operation of control of breathing is mimed. The patient carries out an operation of deep inspiration in order to understand what he will have to reproduce in reclining position. He thus assimilates the feeling of blocking of breathing with the throat. The patient is placed in position of treatment. One specifies the important role of the mouthpiece and its position between the lips and the teeth in order to obtain a perfect sealing. He puts the mouthpiece into his mouth himself. His arms are held up above his head and the spirometer is connected. It is of primary importance in order to avoid the leakages to very firmly encase the spirometer on the filter. The installation ends in a delicate installation of the nose clip, which should not let any air pass. The first test consists in determining the level of deep inspiration of the patient. He carries out several inspirations in order to choose a level of reference, either visually or using a utility which memorizes a percentage of the maximum inspiration. The patient is then put in conditions of treatment to operate in an autonomous way. The green light announces to him that he can carry out an inspiration and place his curve in the higher zone. This zone corresponds to the inspiratory level given for all the following stages, scanner and radiotherapy. The fact of not being able to modify this inspiratory volume guarantees a great reproducibility of the position of the body to be treated. The red light announces that he can take a normal breathing again. The second stage consists in carrying out a scanner acquisition necessary to the dosimetric preparation for the treatment. The patient finds the condition of the preparation again. He is possibly let down in a personalized contention. The acquisition of the thermodensitometric images proceeds while the patient holds his breath. The ergonomics of the spirometer were thought with the constraints of the passage in the tunnel and the position of the patient with his arm above his head. The modern multiple scanners ensure a limited duration of acquisition lower than 20 seconds. He thus follows the known instructions of the green and red lights. In the course of the radiotherapy, the patient returns then to the service for his first session of treatment. He discovers a new environment but is already familiarized by the many explanations and his control of the spirometry. The control of his breathing is carried out as the scanner from the control panel. The images of controls and each beam of irradiation are the subject of a breath hold. A session can include between 5 and 10 breath holds, the longest of which remain lower than 20 seconds. The increase in the total duration of a session was evaluated between 2 and 3 minutes. Each session of treatment proceeds in an identical way. The SDX is usable in routine or any type of scanner and accelerator, either in synchronized mode or in autonomous mode. More than 95% of the patients can follow this method without difficulties.